Hello! Happy Sunday. I am looking at OBS and already I see dropped frames. That does not bode well. But I have hope. I have hope that things are gonna somehow work out anyway. Because yesterday didn't look too good. And also, I usually don't trust Sunday streams. But, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. But I hope everybody's doing well today. It is time for another study session. We are once again locking in and being productive. Oh god, am I yawning? Am I yawning? I yawned. I yawned did. Oh, the timer is not supposed to be going yet. Stop. You should not be doing that yet. But yeah, Silent Hill, welcome in. Sky as well. Hope you're all doing well today. This fine... Well, it's evening for me. It's 8:30 in the evening for me, which is my usual study time. Well, I would say my usual study time is like middle of the night, whenever I can fucking get up and force myself to do it. This honestly is working so much better. I keep saying it. I should have just done this the entire fucking time. My god. But oh well. Oh well. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Let me check something real quick. I want to check something. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Good time to study? Yeah, honestly, the most ADHD coded multitasking I read in a while? Shut up! But what's up? Good time to study? Honestly, yeah. I know that like a lot, like, usually people say like to not study or do work in the evening because that's supposed to be, you know, rest time and whatnot. But like, I'm just naturally more active during the later times of the day. So this honestly works just fine for me. And Lenny as well, how you doing? Like, these times tend to work better for me, personally. Or not. Maybe it's just because that's what I'm used to. Who the fuck knows? But I don't know. This whole like work in the you know, work in the morning, noon, afternoon, or whatever, then in the evening you can rest is like, I don't know. I've always been a pleasure first and work later kind of person. Not necessarily a good thing, but you know. Study before sleep does actually help because sleep lets you internalize what you learn more as during the sleep. The brain says... See, yes, that's my thought process as well, aside from, you know, the obvious. Because I did realize, like, whenever I study, like, late in the evening, you know, it's because, like, once I finish studying, I don't have that many hours left until I go to sleep. And I do feel like, I mean, it might also be the effects of just, like, streaming this whole thing, you know, these, like, on-stream sessions that help me memorize stuff better. But I do genuinely think it helps. Yeah, dangerous half knowledge, but I do feel like that helps. And, you know, sleep is where, you know, your brain takes the time to, like, process, categorize, file away, essentially, the information you've received during the day. Like, it makes sense. And it works for me, so fuck it. Ready to lock in? Yeah. Not too much yapping in advance. We shall get ready to lock in. We're gonna be starting with a quick 20-minute session. We're gonna... I think I found the model that, or the layout we're gonna be doing this now is like always like 20 to 30 minute sessions and 10-minute breaks. I do think I've worked out how the timer works now as well. I do think I've figured it out. So we should have a break timer now too. What has been proven is that your emotions you have during the learning get remembered and called upon when you try to remember about the thing you study. Oh yeah, like the association between you know, knowledge or information and certain emotions. Yeah. So like certain associations and whatnot. It also helps because now like now, or see, I'm gonna hope that it helps, because I am now connecting, you know, the acquisition of knowledge with, number one, something that I actually enjoy, which is streaming, and number two, sitting at my desk, which is where I'm gonna be taking my exams anyway. So technically, I am doing better. I am doing better. But yeah, we're gonna be starting with 20 minutes. I'm gonna get back to my notes, my exam notes, and I shall yap about them during our break to try and memorize them better. Yes, because I am online. My curriculum and stuff is like fully online, except for like 1 or 2 instances where I have to actually be somewhere, you know, in person. But I can take the exams like literally anywhere, so I take them at home. The way that works is you put on turn on your webcam. You have an external webcam as well. I have the iPad that I got from my uni, and I just put that in so they can like see my hands, see my laptop, my work environment and stuff, my desk. They ask you to do a full 360 of your room, make sure there's, you know, no one there, no way to cheat, top of your desk, under your desk, besides your desk and whatnot. So just a full-on like scope of your room and screen share. And that's how you take the exams. Gotta go do my own thing? Hell yeah. Yeah, that's how it works when you're doing it online. Anyway. Let me prepare real quick, because the thing with Study Drive is that for some reason it always takes a hot minute to open the pages. There we go. I'm here. Okay. With that, we shall begin our first session. In 3, 2, 1. Bam. We'll see how many sessions we do. We'll see. However many I feel like, honestly. At least 3, probably. And with that, we have finished our first little session, and now let me see if this works. Let me see if this works. I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes. Nope, not 1020. 10. And I am going to do this. Reset time. Nope, that's the wrong one. No, 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 no. No, you are not supposed to be doing this. You are not supposed to be doing this. You are not supposed to be doing this. I literally had it figured out just earlier today. I literally had it figured out. I had it figured out, you bitch. I had it figured the fuck out. Why is it not working now? Scripts. I have no idea why it is not. This works just fine. This works just fine. Hold on. Properties. Remove. Does it have to be empty? Does it have to be empty? No. I quite literally tested this before stream, and it worked. And now it doesn't work anymore. Alright, I guess I'll just go fuck myself. There is absolutely no reason why this should not work. Ha. Yeah, because this works just fine. Well, now it doesn't actually, because it's not even going. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Let me rename this. If I rename, timer break. Bam. That's just regular break time. Okay. Study break. No, this is gonna be okay. Reset time. Nope, it doesn't work. Well, I guess we're gonna go back to the previous thingamajig, which is just now. Break is now. Break is now. for another 8-ish minutes. Let me get some water. Anyway, I believe it might also be the topic, but I think I am getting more productive. I think I'm getting faster. I am able to use these 20 minutes. I am able to use my brain more in the same amount of time-ish. All I learned is in 20 minutes is divergent good. I don't have to do anything. And convergent bad. I need to do 20 more equations. Oh no. The lesson I'm currently on is actually interesting because it's all about aggression. I didn't actually have a look. Like I should probably do that because I know that also helps, which is like taking a look in advance at you know, the exact topics you're gonna be dealing with. I kind of like take it lesson by lesson. So I never fully know what the next lesson's gonna hold. But this one is apparently all about aggression. So about like the different types of aggression, physical, verbal, indirect, direct, active, passive, different causes or you know, speculation or theories of what causes aggressive behavior, and stuff like whether it's genetically, you know, predispositioned, whether it's all about the environment, whether it's just all about learning, you know, like model learning, conditioning, you know, seeing other people be aggressive towards things and you kind of just adapt that behavior, whether it's like to do with your genetics, and generally the consensus is just like it's a combination of all three. Like there are certain genetic factors that can influence your tendency, or I guess your tolerance, or whatever you want to call it. Like for example, your cortisol levels, your testosterone levels, whether those are significantly high or low can influence, you know, for example, whether you're more likely to activate a fight or flight response, whether you're more likely to lash out at people. But at the end of the day, it's still up to like the environment you grow up in and what you've learned, you know, the way you are raised on how you process those feelings and how you exhibit those emotions and that behavior, or whether, you know, whether you do it at all. But interesting. In these minutes, I figured out what the fuck I have to actually do for an assignment. I've been working for a bit over a week now. Oh, dude. I remember back when I started on my first assignments, like case studies and just in general written assignments. I like a lot of the time, especially when I didn't really know how to like. I knew the theory of literary research, but I was like so lost because it felt like so overwhelming to me. And the moment that, or the day that I actually like sat down and it just clicked of like what I have to do. And mind you, I still don't fully know, but just like this getting an idea of this is like the direction that I can take. And I don't have to like be as strict with it, because the thing with like researching literature is that they tell you like to mainly use primary sources if possible. They say like those are the most reliable, you know, like autobiographies and stuff, or you know, stuff that's like where they don't like quote other things, essentially, original source material. And usually getting there is like so fucking annoying because you look at like you have a scientific article and they make a statement, and that statement is a quote from another author. And so you go there and you read through that, you find the quote, and that quote is then again quoted from someone else. And so you kind of have to snowball it, and this process of snowballing was always so overwhelming to me. Because it's like, how fucking far do I have to go back to just get to where I want? About 5 minutes? Yeah. All about upbringing? Not all about upbringing. It's a combination, essentially. There's the what's it called? General aggression model that they mentioned in the lesson, which essentially just combines the two. Like, yes, there like biological factors play a part. Like for example, high testosterone levels. Naturally, high testosterone levels tend to increase your fight response and reduce your flight response. You know, the whole fight or flight thing. Naturally low cortisol levels, cortisol being the stress hormone, increase your things like your recklessness, how willing you are to take risks, how easily deterred you are by punishment, by incoming punishment and whatnot. But how you actually deal with those emotions, how you actually process them and judge them, and the way you act, ultimately depends on, you know, your social environment. Like if you naturally are a more easily irritated person, but you know you have someone, for example, like a guardian figure or something, or family or whoever, who knows how to deal with those emotions and who knows how to help you deal with those emotions, and can show you healthier and less destructive ways of dealing with them, that can kind of counterbalance it. The thing from that one meme going around a while ago is actually a thing. Wait, what meme are you talking about? Wikipedia as a primary source is questionable, but as a source for source, yeah, Wikipedia as a source for sources. I remember we were always like forbidden from using Wikipedia as a source, which makes sense because it's just like an amalgamation of several different sources. But it's a good starting point. I sometimes use Wikipedia just like if I'm stream is too laggy. No, it should be working. Don't make me panic. It should be working. Like when I look for like general definitions or something, sometimes I go on Wikipedia and I see where they got their definition from, and that does help. Study of two monkey populations, don't remember the species, where they were divided by a river and one population lived in a good environment while the other one on the other. Yeah, they did that like there's the twins study, where, you know, they raised like pairs of twins in like completely different environments, and it was shown that in terms of aggression, for example, those with that shared genetic material were just generally exhibited similar behaviors in comparison to those that weren't blood related. But then the external factors like the environment and the way they were raised also played a part in it and influenced it heavily. Basically one person freaking out with the crowd cortisol level high and the other one chilling with cortisol level low. Oh, I see. I don't think I've seen that actually. Let's see. Let me check something real quick. Oh yeah, that's doable. Okay, that's totally doable. Okay. Another 20 minutes. Another 20 minutes, I say. Because I'm already like halfway through this this lesson. Hell yeah. And I think I can zoom through the rest. Dancing high quarters. I don't think I know those memes. Okay, now I need to fix this one again. So this should be it. Reset time. Okay. Apparently Rick Astley is never gonna give you up as copyright free. Is it? Interesting. Also, Wally, how you doing? Interesting, didn't know that. Okay. We good for another round. Another round of productivity. another 20 minutes, and then we're gonna have another 10-minute break, and then we might switch it up and go for a slightly longer session, a slightly longer chunk. Let's see, hopefully this... Whoopsies. Do you work? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Need to do this. Do you work now? Yes, you work. Okay. So, on a 3, 2, 1, we go back to work. Okay, and we have reached. I always forget to remove this thing. I forget to remove this thing. Now. Break. Now. What are these late work and study sessions? Exactly as it sounds. Exactly what it says. It is late. At least for me it is. And we are studying. Or working. Whatever you're doing. Whatever you have to do. Want to do. Whatever. We are being productive. Is the key. I am being very productive because I just finished another lesson. And I passed the online test with a stunning 5 out of 5 points. I got all questions of the mini test correct, so I am vibing. Horrible realization of I have to make a presentation out of this. Oh no! Oh fuck! Yay! I am making progress. Honestly, at this rate, because I finished 3 lessons this week, so at this rate, I could probably... Well, the thing is, like, the next lessons are also all longer. But I could probably get to... Let me see, actually. Yeah, maybe next week or the week after I could already write my exam. Oh, hell yeah! Love to see it. From notes or videos? Notes. I am making it easy for myself because I do have access to all the scripts and stuff, of course, but I ain't reading all that. But I am doing the thing that apparently lots of students these days do not realize. Shanna, thank you for following, I appreciate it. Whereas, while others are fucking turning to the awful and oftentimes incorrect and garbage generative AI and asking ChatGPT to summarize for them, I just open up Study Drive and read what all the people before me have written down in their notes, and I study from there. And honestly, it's kind of been working so far. It's kind of been working because now I don't have to, like, take the notes myself, because the thing is I also low-key suck at taking notes. Because I tend to be too detailed, or my brain is not... I have difficulty judging when something is important and when it's not. So I let other people do that for me. But I let humans do that for me, not a robot. There's the difference. And hey, it works. It works out. Sometimes I do watch videos. Rarely though. I feel like it doesn't help me as much. Where's my school has a study drive? Does it not? Like, basically what I do is I go on study drive. Yeah, I look for my school, or I just type in the name of the course. You know, like it's like just a combination of letters and numbers. I just type that in and see what I get. And that tends to help a lot. And maybe there's also other sites. There's Study Drive. There's I mean, I don't know, I don't know if some of these are like German sites specifically, or is Studico global site or whatever, in which case you could try that as well. So that's usually the first thing. Like I am glad that the university I study at does have quite a few people and quite a few is quite known. But yeah, I finished the lesson on... Oh, speaking of which, speaking of ChatGPT, I didn't pay attention to the time. I'm gonna assume we have like 7 minutes left, because that's a pretty number on the timer. Guess who earlier this afternoon had to talk their sister out of using ChatGPT? Because she told me that she was using it. Like my granddad brought up like some kind of like joke comment about like asking AI for blah blah blah, and I was like, fuck no. And then we came like into like on that topic, and she told me that like she used like ChatGPT occasionally to like summarize stuff from her, for her, And I was then quick to let her know that that is not a long-term solution, because number one, she's got the premium version. You don't want to pay fucking money to OpenAI and ChatGPT. But also, even if you were, quote, just letting ChatGPT summarize stuff for you, you don't know if what it's summarizing is the stuff you actually need. And you don't know whether it just, like, shortened things incorrectly, and, you know, because you're only learning the material, you can't actually know. Yeah, premium. So I have now made sure to firmly tell her that it's garbage, and she did seem to understand, so that's good. Just get good. Just get good. And like, I suck at summaries. Honestly, I might just to hammer it home a little bit more. I'll just ask her like what her school is, or what her, you know, like subjects are or whatever. And I'll just search something on Study Drive for her, and I'll send it to her. But yeah, welcome back. What we achieved? I achieved finishing one of my lessons. The lesson about aggression. And I should have expected this to come up, but they did also talk about the whole video games and fictional media and in what way fictional media or violence in fictional media can promote, encourage, condone, whatnot, aggressive behavior in real life. Had to resist an eye roll there because of course, number one, this was a summary, and number two, they're not gonna go that extensively into it, but the studies that they showed, like the one or two studies that they presented there, were, you know, along the general conclusion of, yes, violence in video games, violence in fictional media does promote aggressive behavior in real life, but then also as a side note, which I didn't really like, however, you know, it also depends on the natural tendencies of that person. It depends on whether they're a younger audience. Boys tend to be more easily influenced and whatnot. So I was like, and you know, being active in fandom, this is a debate you constantly hear about anyway. And honestly, like, the general gist is just like, yes, fucking fictional violence can encourage real life violence, sure, but that is very much depends on like the frequency that you consume it, the extent, the severeness of the actual content, you as a person. Like a fucking, of course I'm not gonna let a 9-year-old fucking read Berserk, or I mean, you know, people still turn out fine doing it, but I personally would not let my 9-year-old fucking play GTA. Duh. Yeah. But it's another thing where I hate this whole like black and white thinking of video games cause violence. First of all, they don't cause shit. At most, they reinforce what's already been going on inside your kid's brain. But whatever. You know, that's another whole topic. On the one side, I get why people use AI. On the other hand, why the fuck are you relinquishing your free will to these fucks? See, I get it, but only at a first glance, because at the end of the day, it literally does you nothing. I do like the analogy that, I don't know if it was originally his, but Barley the Burr was the first one that I saw bring it up, that compared using Gen AI to playing a video game and obtaining a weapon or a buff of some sort that can just like let you skip over battles, skip over, you know, puzzles or whatever, and you can just skip all that tedious stuff, all the grinding, but in exchange you also don't get the EXP. And then at some point when you have to fight a boss, You know, when you have to actually finish the level or finish the game, you don't have the EXP you would get from grinding, and your cheap fucking skip sword doesn't help you. And I do like that comparison, because that is pretty much how it works. Like, yes, it can make things easier short term, but you're not learning anything. You're not learning anything, and at the end of the day, Gen AI, ChatGPT can't help you during your exam. It can't help you in your job, not reliably. Fun fact, for the last quest we did in HSR, if you choose the third option of wanting to kill her, basically you let her go and tell her you will cancel her only by using Furbonu's power. And then when you read the news, the title literally says she was found dead in her apartment from her life allegedly was and not someone else. Yeah, I saw that. Someone commented that as well. Oh god, but I think I've done enough studying, as in like reviewing for the exam, and I think now we're gonna get to working where I don't have to use my brain as much, so I can switch that off a little. See, the funny thing is that now that we've started doing these streams, I feel like there's more and more days where I actually like feel like very much I feel motivated to study, because studying comes with the connection of, hey, you can go live and you can talk, and you can do so while also being productive. So genuinely, like yesterday, for example, I was tempted, if stream hadn't crashed and I hadn't found something else, I was genuinely tempted to just like go live, like just after we finish the quest, just study. Genuinely. But I was like, I don't know if I want to like blur the lines that much. I feel like if I do study streams, I want them to be dedicated streams. And like trying to split them in half might not be as efficient. And the thing is, like, I don't have that much. Like, I could, like, currently the times that I can study would be Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Because Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday are just regular streams. And I feel like that'd be too much. So yeah. But that's so weird. The fact that I'm not actually like motivated. I mean, it's a good thing, and dude, that might also not last. But the fact that right now I'm actually motivated to study, because I think it's also like the feeling that like I actually like I'm able to remember this stuff, you know. Like in the span of one stream, I can get like 2 hours of work done that I usually would not get done. But yeah. Let me get some more water. We might have 2 more sessions. We might have 2 more chunks. We might have 2 more half-hour chunks. And then call it. I think that'll work. To note, I've tried main DPS E1 Veld with Sparkle Sunday and dipped against Nikador and MOC. He hit 1.13 million. I should build DPS Veld, because I feel like he'll actually be pretty damn good now. Maybe I'll try him with like Sunday, like, or well, I did try him with my Anaxa team. I replaced RMC with Veld because I feel like it might actually be better. I feel like he might actually do better because he can also do some damage at least. I love Veld. Anyway. Yeah. We have braked for long enough. Now I will remove this. I will reset the timer. And we will now have a 30-minute session. And another 10-minute break after. Yeah, 1.1 million is great. So, let's go. Okay, break time is now. Let me get some water. There we go. I have not done the yearly review yet. I would be willing to do it on stream. Why not? Okay, let me look at the time. It is now 10:21. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, are we back? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, are we back? It's in the yellow? It's in the yellow, are we back? Are we good? Wi-Fi just died for a split second. We're back? Okay, thank fuck. Well, if stream had died, then that would have been the last session. But I do want to get one more in. I want to get in one more after this break. And you know what? I think we're gonna take a little longer this time. Might take like 50 minutes or so. Because we did manage to fit in four sessions. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. God, I love this track. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, it would be fun to do on stream. We did the last year's thing on stream, so would be nice. You know, let me check something. Just out of curiosity. I don't think the results of my case study assignment will be out yet. But you know, I may as well go and take a look-see. Because what if they finish grading it early? And if they do, then you may even hear the results live on stream. P5 soundtrack is so good. Let's say. Does not look like it. Oh man. Oh man. Not yet, Saj. Ba-da-da-da. I think the next session is going to be another half an hour one, though, in which I'm probably going to continue my assignment on behaviorism. Which probably was going to be like researching stuff. I did actually finish most of my presentation now. My presentation on anorexia. Wrote the script and everything, so now literally all I need to do is finish the presentation itself, the transitions and stuff, which, in hindsight, I probably should have not done on Google Slides, just because the transitions there are very simple. But only those. And I can still save it as a PowerPoint transition, technically, so I might be able to just go to PowerPoint, edit it there, but it's fine. It's more about the content than the visuals, I guess. On Anaxa, listen. That man has a waist that is concerningly snatched. Very concerning. I do not know how this man's organs fit inside of his body. I am convinced that he is lacking some of them. Anorexia might be the second worst thing of my life. Wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy. Yeah, it's eating disorders in general are brutal. And in your case, guy, I do hope that things get better soon, that you manage to eventually build up a healthier relationship with food, with good foods, with lovely foods. Yeah, I have a whole presentation on it here, on like the definition, the symptoms, treatments and whatnot, what options there are. It's an interesting thing. I also do know I have some friends, or well, have had and have some friends with that have, you know, like difficulty eating healthily in general for various reasons. I myself am not immune. I don't have any like anorexia or any of those disorders, and like I have a normal healthy body weight and stuff. But I am probably have something akin to avoidant restrictive what's it called? Avoidant restrictive food intake disorder, I believe it's called, ARFID. Which includes just like sensitivity to food, specifically based on like textures, taste. I'm very sensitive to that. I have a very sensitive gag reflex. The worst is stage 2 liver cancer that we're managing. Oh no! I mean, that you're managing is good, but God. Or do you mean that like that's... Oh yeah, you said second worst thing. Oh yeah, dude, I hope things get better for you soon. Soon enough. As soon as possible. Chances are, yeah, he's probably lacking one or two, one of which might be a lung or worse. Oh, probably. This man probably has one kidney left. We'll do a purge after the stream, though. I've eaten like 300 calories above my daily limit. Yeah, that's also a thing. Like, the only thing I can tell you, is, you know, purging, not a good thing, but I'm sure you know that. You know, like I'm not here to fucking try and tell you things you might already know. But you know, to anyone who struggles with their relationship with food, if you have the option, please get help for it. If you have the option to, whether it's one extreme or the other. Usually these disorders like stem from, you know, just lots of like mental issues, like self-image issues and stuff. It is very unfortunate. And like, yeah, I have some friends who've dealt with like, and a lot of time there can also be like biological issues that like don't help. Like if you have, for example, I forgot what it's called, but like it's hyper or hypothyroidism, like several like conditions that just naturally prevent you from gaining too much or losing much weight as fast as regular people would, or slow as regular people would. So that a lot of the time contributes to these disorders. It sucks. Long story short, it sucks. If you have it, and you have the option to, please get help. Professional help. From people that actually know what they're doing. And have studied this shit. And take care of yourselves. As best as you can. Yeah. Would not be surprised if he found a way to remove his kidneys in exchange of being able to filter his blood without the... Dude, this man? Probably. I mean, he has a fucking void in his chest. So, like... maybe the void is where he stores his organs. Don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy if you enjoy my yapping and my now occasional psychological ramblings. And other shenanigans. Whew. I feel like I need another couple minutes. I don't know about you guys. I feel like I need a little more time to decompress. And what better way to do so than with some chill Deltarune music. Da 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 da. He 100% made himself an amphibian then. No need for lungs if your skin already oxygenates your blood. I mean, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised with anything. All I'm saying is that man is so thin. like, it's funny because I feel like the day that people found out, or not even found out, like the day that like this like one tweet of Anaxa's, what was it? Like his waist circumference like spread around. I feel like there were only two reactions. One of them was, damn, that's hot. And the other was, how are you still alive? I was in the how are you still alive area. Don't get me wrong. I love myself a snatched waist. But I prefer healthfully snatched waists. Waists? So I was more in the area of, my god, how are you still here? But also, this is the man that can that walked around as a living corpse for like 15 system hours. So, you know. We don't actually know how internal organs for any character works. This is a sci-fi series. The character in question has golden blood and lives in a simulation. True, that's a fair point. True, that's a fair point. I mean, you would assume that it works like similar. I mean, people with golden blood seem to like naturally have like at least Phynon and Mighty naturally. You know, I guess like you could assume that like they have better regenerative abilities or anything of the sort. Maybe they don't have to rely on their organs. Who the fuck knows? I mean, some of them can go a long time without fucking eating, so longer than you would assume, and they just look just fine. So who knows how it works for these people? If I remember correctly, Anaxa doesn't have golden blood. I'm probably wrong. I get why you would think that. I assume it is because of that one light cone art that once showed him with like regular red blood. They did fix that later on though, so that was just a mistake by the devs. It did spark some theories though, because you know, obviously at first people believed it was real. And it was, you know, supposed to be like that. But he does have golden blood. He is a Chrysos heir. There is one Chrysos heir who actually did not originally have golden blood, and that is Ciridra. That I just discovered randomly in one of the Exotale, in the book conversations. Technically, the only person whose organs we could be sure of is Veld and maybe Himeko, but we need to know more about her. True. True. Na 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 na. Wow wow wow. Wow wow wow. Is this Takemi's? Is this Takemi's OST? No. Yes, it is, I think. I think it is. I remember the one line that said he had red blood, but I'm probably misremembering. Ah, I see. I don't recall. You might actually have been thinking of Ciridra. Maybe not, I don't know. Girl invented blood transfusion just to get golden blood. Honestly, girl boss. Yeah, clinic lobby. It is kind of an interesting topic, honestly. One that I've never really thought of. Yeah. Bam bam bam. Bam bam bam. Bam bam bam. Bam bam bam. Wow. What am I gonna do next? What am I gonna do for this next half hour? Because I feel like my energy is fading. So I need to do something that doesn't take too much energy. Let me close some stuff here because I have so many tabs open because I'm working on like several assignments at once. So I have like 50 tabs of just like uni stuff open, and it's kind of overwhelming. Even though I grouped them. When do we start? We can start in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me close this down real quick. Yeah. Final work study session shall begin once I restart the timer. Hold on. Once I restart the timer. Or feel free to start already. There we go. Now. Oh dear. Are we back? Have we returned? We may be back. We are allegedly, well, we're not quite back. Well, we're not quite back. Well, it was soon to be over anyway, so I guess, now it is time to see whether, OBS is going to let me live for these last 15 minutes. That looked like a no. Oh no. We good? I am still dropping frames. I'm going to wait for a little more. Oh, we are still dropping frames. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we may not be fully back. We may be, are we on the way to being back? Hold on, I think it's stabilizing. No, it's not stabilizing. I am watching the bar. The bar is red. The frames continue to drop. Can't even let me end stream, peace. Can't even let me end stream in an orderly fashion, can you? I assume that means the answer is no. I'm gonna wait. Can you guys, like, hear me at all? Am I just very pixely? Is my voice still coming through? Because if so, we might just out the Blue Sky, the Twitch, the Twitter, the YouTube, the Patreon for anime reactions. Have a lovely rest of your day, night, whatever time it is for you. Yes. Goodbye. Hearing you clearly? Oh yeah, we are back. Okay, we're back. We are back in the green. The frames have stopped dropping, but it's fine. This was probably a sign to say bye. We were still productive. It's fine. I will say, I think like this last half hour, I was like barely. I feel like 3 sessions for now until I get into the rhythm of it might be enough, because this last session I was not doing much. But anyway, yeah. See you guys tomorrow for more Studi.